Now, any death is regrettable, but even more regrettable is the death of over 80 people who do not just die, but are buried alive and their bodies never retrieved. Today on Newsline, we take you back to September 1970 in Mufulira, when mud and water overran the mine and entombed miners in the worst mine accident to ever occur in Zambia.
It's 40 years when that mine disaster happened.
When we went in for work around 06 or so, we were told that the underground has been sunk, and then we were not even allowed to go underground that day.
Dad did not come back, and Dad has never come back up to now.
It was the darkest crowd Zambia had ever received. You know, it was like each street in Mufulira, there was a funeral.
That mines, the spirits of the dead is in that mine. So those spirits also are looking at them.
We were pumping tails. Okay, tails is the byproduct which comes from the concentrator into this mine somewhere on the other side there. Okay, so during that period of time, we experienced a sinkhole. Okay, that is the caving in of ground, and apparently the slurry or the tailings that was actually pumped into that area found its way down into the underground workings, where these 89 miners were working.
On that fateful day, apparently I was in day shift, and I was on my staff development program as a driller in the operations of diamond drilling under geology. The people who were night shift, who had gone underground to do a lot of jobs of extracting of the ore, some people doing drilling, all the other operations that were being done were somehow trapped. Even people who are so competent, like shift bosses and so forth, were some of the people that died. And some of them were quite personal friends to us. But you know what happened was that we were under trauma.
By 1970, I was working in machine shop as a fit and turner. We just heard from some of the people that there was an accident underground. People have died. In case, about 89 people died. That was on 25 September 1970.
The facts are that, you know, the tailings, there was a mud rush which had gone into the shaft. And you know, once that has happened, yeah, definitely such kind of deaths were I expected.
You could not focus to know what was going on, even if they could see the mud that was flowing in with the water mixed up with it, and then the little samples which was being seen, it would be taken up to be just minute. But then, you know, it's like a boil, you know. When a boil is ripe, what happens? It blows off, and then you see pus. And in this case, since it was sinking down, that mud had to inrush, and it went through 500-meter level, filled most of the stops. It went up to M1, Matelo 1, Matelo 2, Matelo 3 shafts, and it went up to the main shaft, up to the bottom of the shaft, where men were working, doing all these jobs of extraction, drilling, blasting, some men engineering who were maintaining and repairing the loaders in different workshops, electricians, doing all those things. All these had to be trapped down underground the mine.
The miners of the yesteryears were not as the miners of today, because today miners have become so sophisticated And in terms of technology, they've actually advanced. And if it was going to be like today, they were actually going to know that here where we're pumping the stuff, in relation to the underground workings, anything could happen.
It was very traumatic, very, very sad for us who had remained behind. When we went in for work around 06 or so, we were told that the underground has been sunk, and then we were not even allowed to go underground that day.
Sajja kuma 05 twamwene banalume okwisa tukunkunsha ku kibi namulalo mumunganda natye tamunshibe kikitike kunsi okutwatyawo tatushibe nangukimu ate abalume bonna babwela twatyawo tababwelele tabalayinuka kandi benuka twanopanga ndabesa mukufika kuma 7 na 8 nga bafuma pamugodi so tabalafika so atyawe fumeni panse mumone ifikitike abantu bonse balebutukira kuya ku plant kaifa twayimine bonse nomba nokulaya kulya kwina abanensu baleya ku plant twasanga abantu nakidiba ku plant kulya balume besu bali panshi pamugodi abali apati abalume badita bamoneke nabo balefumya bale bapishafino kubatwala ku hospital abali ko pamuluso nomba ife bali panda ground sana baile Mikambo Road bale Caterpillar when the disaster happened, that was way back in 1970. By then I was only 12 years old and I was in grade 7 at the moment. I left home to go to school. At school, around 12 hours, I saw my young sister, Dinus. She came to me and told me that Dad has not come back. Because in the morning when we were going to school, we heard that no, there is a lot of water. Mugodna utirika, mudiamenshi, bashimai nabafwa. But Dad had gone to work in the night shift. So when my sister came to tell me, a tear just rolled from my one eye and it fell on the book. Dad has not come at yes. Mom has gone to the mines to see because some miners are coming out. So that's how I left school now to run now to go to the mines to see what was happening there. When I reached there, I saw now my mother was crying, my sisters were crying. Kwali fingolongolo kalega bale belemba mine number ya chingolongolo cha kwa mine ngabasanga chingolongolo palata chiko tabako bwele nishi umuntu ali panshi nafa basanga pali hapo bale bike fingolongolo tabako bwele nishi umuntu ali panshi abo bafumisha hapo fingolongolo pale ama numbers yabo nishi nabafuma efo jadi ekwishi bokubatia kansha abantu bebesu tabali panshi tabafuire fingolongolo epo filipa mulu na majinga basendilo moya ikalilo mo bamangire niyo mo mwene efo yadi efya abalume besu bafuire pamugodi mwandini mu September 1970.
Zambia cried. You know, that time in 1970, the mines were the backbone of the economy. So the economy was affected. And women who are mothers, definitely, you know, they are so caring and so loving. And once the person that they value so highly goes without saying bye, definitely it is all cries.
Kwali ukuloshe wa muntu impanga yonse mvulira yonse fililo fyeka menshi baletuletwa fye kuli ba motoka. So tatwa bala tumona nangu lifu pali yabo tatwashikapo nangu mubiri wabo ifyo bafwa ifyo fino kufika na lelo tatwa munapo mubiri waba yashawe. There were some miners, as they were coming out, others would cheer, oh, they would be happy. But us, we just stood there. Till night time, Dad did not come back. And Dad has never come back up to now. because according to what we heard, they had barricaded to avoid water from spilling to the other parts of the mine, so they blocked. So it's like even him was blocked there. And when they blocked, they said, there is no hope. Your father will not be there. So we never saw him and we never buried him. That's how he was gone.
Pamoja batata baliyisa. Nishita baliyishira nishita yapita. Kanshi kumani nishina chidirika. Batata bayishira finish barepema shikacha kwe bati basafika mu chipuna cyara nina kakwachi boku butukoro bilo. Amatipa yachira tupepeka munuma. Nga yakusanga abanesi babengi bafa pamayini abo achirafiro kubutuka. Mbabere nabayibira cyakwe na ini napusonge fine mwambona nabwera. So twatemune sana pantu bafyashi pali bali pusuiki abengi bali mufirambo kugira oketa chawe mipalira nshita balira ndi batata chawe tachiwe mipantu abafire nabo bafula tibatata ba Joseph Kavungu bali pusuike na bayama ba miji nabo bali pusuike icyakwe bati na ba president wese bakaunda bali shire ku kiriro paefu pali bashebo abafire nishipali imyoto kanishituru bayice para tureta no kutamba turi mutamba ti apana abafa apana abafa.
Bali tutwele kumani meza kulia y'abasungu mine club y'abasungu kulia eko batutwele bali twitire bose bamukamfirwa bakaunda balishire batulanga imanda y'abalume benu iyi eko alyama nase zukula imbe nyimbo shakuche chikula kuine efo nomba bakaunda batupishana pamanda pene palya amashina y'abalume yenu ayabalemba pakina chikopa so manamba z'abalume benu zingolongolo my number yabo niyi bose abalume benu balala pa onso shamuna ushashiko mulume wakwe twashika pa eko twashika.
The list of the names that you are seeing there is a combination of different types of races, I could put it that way, because we got Zambians, we got the other people who came from Tanzania, and we got even whites who actually were working underground together with these crews here. So it's really sad that it was a combination of different types of races who were working that mine, yeah.
But I can recall of real men like who were shift bosses. At one time I was my personal friend, the late Bright Chilando, a young man who was articulating as a shift boss, and shift boss other at that time was one of those men that died off. And there were a few guys again who were loader drivers that had known, and some men also were first aid masters who were being placed at strategic places where they were having reinforcement for any accidents. They could pick up their ladders, their equipment to go and get those whoever who could get up underground. Those also died.
The death of my father left a very big impact on myself, even on us as a family, because the breadwinner was gone. Although we had elder sisters and elder brothers who now took charge of looking after us, it's difficult when you are kept. You know, it's difficult. It's difficult to please us, and it's also difficult to please those people who are keeping us. So we were devastated. It hasn't been an easy life.
But when I life mwandini yalikosele sana. Yalikosele. So kwale bafyo kubya mukulale mbesha yo bonse bamukamfirwa nomba ku compound office balembeshe tundalama tulepela kwa bana tule bafundisha kwa bana twalefola kwenda pa 25 isho bale bombe la bene atinga mwaupwa nishishapo twalikuwa toti mabuko to twalefola pa 25 chila mweshi twalefola.
Although in the mines they left some money, we used to get money for school fees. It was a little amount of money until when you finish the school. And I got that money until when I finished Form 5. Yes. But again, the problem is with the higher education. Lower education, it's easy to get educated. But when you go to that level, it's very difficult to get a proper education.
Shabana b'amasukulu isho balembesha ti abana b'amasukulu ishakuti abana b'amasukulu bakasambirira mpaka bakapuisha amasukulu nokuba mutwala ku makoleji batafyakitika abana besu tafyakitika bapa amasukulu bashala balelulumba fefinofino kwavula amachito abana ensu bambi bali bapelekwa amachito ayakubomba mufupatala nga cleaner bale ingisha patali balengisha patali amachito iyo bamukamfirwa tubengishe kwa amachito tubafirishe ko kufye kubengisha amachito bali bengisha bukirina mufupatala barona Gross Hospital bali bombele kwa banensu bamo nomba ifo twali tutukirwa tyao kalimwe ile mwaya kumushimu kupyani kwa mwasange nchende yapwa ifo twaputukirwa inenga pano ine ifo naputukirwa.
Now, how are the families which were affected faring today? Are we, as the government, continued supporting? Because had it not been for that, definitely the colleagues who had perished, they would have maybe left something for their families.
Ele panonga nifwe ine panondi na ibatila inonshitabaleti napsa katwapo kanokutuka ba nalile kuma offices kuno kwine ukitwe balinje bati mukalete nanikane payslip yawe balekele shepo ukufula nati ife fyama mama payslip ayo fyaliona ikano kuluba fyaliluba kumishoko twaile tete tufisunge tulefisunga shani kaili icho twale sungila chali tutakali ukufika na nomba katushingeko shabanga takwaba tatupishe shanapsa na mine number epo yaba nalikwata kareji kali kuli mutale ko Mufulira uko.
Some time back, what they used to do, when a miner dies, they would employ the wife to work in the mines. Even now, the mines should have that heart of employing our children. Maybe say one child for this person, one child for that person, just as an honor.
It is one of the disasters that had a huge number of deaths recorded ever in the mining sector. And it's very, very regrettable that we lost such gallant men to that tune of 89 people patient at the time. We know that the government at that time had to set up the inquiry to understand the cause of the accident, which the inquiry is in public domain. It's a public document, and I think the Mine Safety Department have continued to learn the lessons from that inquiry, and today they are still enforcing on what measures the mines can put in to safeguard the lives of workers in the mine industry.
We've decided to relocate all the tailing dams away from the underground workings. You will never find a tailings dam close to the proximity of where mining is taking place underground. Like here in Mufulira, the tailings dams is far, far away from where we've got here. It's at TD's 11 near Butondo Township there. It's quite very far. If you go to Kitwe, you'll still find that we've got the TD 15, which is a tailings dam as well. It's actually located far away from the mining areas. You know, we're trying by all means to ensure that we do not have any tailings dam located closer to the caving areas, and that's what we've done so far.
But I would urge the Ministry of Mines through the Inspectorate in Kitwe to be more aggressive. They should be sending their men to do a lot of visitations in areas where mining operations are, because you know what's happening in some cases. Maybe there are several shortcuts to get the butter and jam, which is the copper. So these mines, some of the mining engineers maybe are too scared not to review on things that are not supposed to be done. But then it's up to the Ministry of Mine to send a lot of inspectors who should be employed. Several of those graduates from the Copper Belt University who have done mining. There are some who have done geology, some who have done as a geotechnics engineers. These should be definitely deployed to help out in reducing such calamities.
It's 40 years when that mine disaster happened. At least the mines should at least even call for an anniversary, a memorial sort of, to remember the dead of those who died in the mine disaster. They would call us there. It's not about food or anything, no. It's just about, giving honor to the dead. We go there at the monument, say a few prayers, and then come back. The mines should advertise for such an event. It would make us at least happy. That mines, the spirits of the dead is in that mine. So those spirits also are looking at them. They should be honored through prayers at least once in a while.
Newsline will from time to time be featuring in-depth stories on various subjects. Thanks for watching and have a pleasant viewing.